Go away, cursor, go away. So we're doing Stranger in a Strange Land. Just over there. Because apparently you can just skip the whole thing and just go to the oh, this is too high, isn't it? Oh shit. And go to the that factory or the generator and just unplug the power without talking to this old lady. Oh shit. N ray damage? What's that? Oh, somebody died. Oh. Oh, she. Oh. So N ray damage is like poison damage. Apparently. Recently harvested primal hide is still wet and covered in skin parasites. Properly processed at a later facility. Could be mean to a nice pair of shoes or perhaps a jacket. Where's the other one? Oh, you can actually... What? You can actually damage these? Oops. How do you damage it? Maybe with a melee weapon or something, I don't know. So, because why is this one all broken in half like this? I don't understand. Where's the other baboon? I want that fur. The fuck? There's no highlight to loot, huh? Oh, here it is. From the planet to your living room. Oh no, that's the geothermal factory. Where's the I want to go see the old lady. Where's she at? Yeah, where is that? I don't want to go to the geothermal factory first. Where's the Adelaide? Adelaide is not in there. Is that a map? Okay, this is... So maybe here. So it's gotta be here. So make a... Yeah, over here maybe. Yeah, the hitching is still there. Could this be it? Ugh. Oh no. The fuck is that? Wait, the steak is still pretty good. Well, no, it's kind of green. It's bad.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Don't tell me you're scared of a few marauders.
I've crossed off my share of marauders. This ain't about them. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around the gun. Hence my dilemma.
How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Maybe the Marauders took her away.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why Marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I can tell.
Then you know why she took her Zoe. Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check a room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snoop around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Hell's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can.
I think we already asked everything.
What is it?
I don't think you can kill her. I think I tried killing her before. I think she just faints when you try to kill her. Oops.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, you're stealing. Okay. Well, we can always close the door. Come in here, please. Parvati, please. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm gonna steal food. What is that? Sure, no one's watching us right now. Let's just do it. Ew, why is it so wet? Oh, the door was open throughout that whole time. Okay, nobody was looking at us though, right? Can I open this now?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Fresh off the limb. Repair all. How much? How much to repair everything? It doesn't say. 3. Oh, 600. Yeah, why not?
Something I can help you with?
Until one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
There's chicken behind him. What happened on the day Zoe disappeared? Or what was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Hold on, there was something else.
Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can.
Oh, I want to sell shit. Hold on.
Something I can help you with?
Yes, I want to sell shit, please.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Do you sell canid penises? Alright, let's see. Primal hide. Primal hide is not a crafting ingredient. It's considered junk. How do we sell all junk? Oh, that's if you tab over. Yeah, sell junk. These are all pretty junky too, so I don't know. Hold on to that one. Looting everything here is considered as stealing. Did she just shoosh me? What's this? This guy is going everywhere. Oh. No, can you stay outside? Just stay outside. I need to get all of these. These are some good stuff. Weapon parts. Right? Yeah, mods and backpack. Carrying capacity plus 20. Oh, it's a mod for... Yeah, we're gonna steal all of these. Fuck yeah. No one's seeing me stealing them, so... So why not? Oh, check out this other area here.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Come on in, Hermione, please. I need to close the door. Come on. Bunch of manners.
Oh, he used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Who? Where is he? Where's your secret crush? Put your hands on my waist, do it softly. Out here in the open, I'm not gonna risk it. Oh, they have a mock apple tree. Surely, yeah, they can't consider this stealing if it's just falling off the tree, you know. No, you didn't see me pick that one up. Oh shit, almost. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I mean, if like a deserter, one of these like random NPC walking around, see, you know, they see you picking up shit that don't belong to you. Dang. She was shitting? Must be nice to, oh shit, must be nice to live up here, you know? Yeah, this is it. If I were to live here, I would pick between these two houses. Now, this one's nice because you got more space, but you're on top of this, you know, little mound here. It's pretty nice. It's not directly in front of this main path. Oh. Thomas Kemp. Oh, is this the guy that she's interested in? Install mod. Which one is the one I'm wearing? This one, right? Okay. This is a really good mod, but the issue here is it's like you're gonna lose it and then you're gonna switch armor anyway pretty soon, you know? Let's set up flywheels that store the kinetic energy generated by the wearer while walking and release it incrementally to make the armor seem practically weightless when worn. Oh, you can remove it if you have engineering virtuoso. Okay. I see. That's cool. Oh, only one mod per slot. One mod per slot. Okay. Go it. Well, this is not even a rare fucking armor, so we'll wait till she has a rare or something.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I expect a fair trade for my trouble.
I'll pay you for every pad you bring me. If, by some miracle, you can bring me the full set, I'll give you something pretty I've been saving for a lucky day.
You mentioned 2 pads. What about the 3rd?
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the 3rd's gone, I can't say.
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
Oh, I selected the wrong option.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, funded in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. One data pad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all 3. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your
His
hands.
mouth is so moist, like beyond moist. It's like he's been sucking on something. Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Shh, oh, there's no door. Okay, shit. No one's watching right now. So I'm gonna just steal those.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
I think I killed her like the last time I played this. I never finished this game. Like in the last version of the game, I only played all the way up to when you get to this space station, and and then you have to go past security. I think you talk to the main guy over there. I think that's when I stopped, because I just couldn't tolerate the bad humor. And then I got distracted. You know, the gameplay's nice and all, but You know, like I mentioned so many times before, I am not a fan of this game's humor at all. And just who are you now?
Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My flock likes to call me grandmother on account of my providing hot soup and free advice. You can call me Adelaide, though.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make... Oh no, let's say something else. It looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Funny, never knew you could grow tripe in a garden.
Ah, cynicism. The privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind. Or at least your irises.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
My reasons are my own.
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Well, because she knows what's good for her. Gee. I don't like how you're throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm alright. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Oh, at least she apologized for it. Yeah, that was unkind of you. I think that was why I killed her. Because she seemed to be like, even though her motive is... Seems like the motive is right, you know, like... Because they're pretty much enslaving people over at Edgewater, but I guess that was the agreement when you want to join the colony. But I think this is like a second generation. I don't know. It's like is she part of the original colonists? You know, she probably was. So you agreed for that life of servitude. You know, that's what you agreed on. So don't act like you don't know what you got yourself into. Maybe, you know, since she knows how to grow the garden and everything else, you know, she can make that, she can work with, well, I guess that's kind of hard because the corporation in this game is like, they're very hardcore, doesn't care about anything. You know, well, just like in real life, I guess. But, yeah, there's got to be something that they could work, that she could work with, you know, with the guy. So, but she just have this like really nasty attitude about her. So that's why I really don't care about her. What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice.
Like you
The
did.
company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
And then you have to pay a lot of money for that too. It's so crazy. Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Ree is just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Come here, Parvati, and let me close the door so I can steal her shit. Come on. Alright, let's see what she got. You guard that door, okay? Don't let her come in. She got nothing in here. Oh. Personal files. Hack 15. Nice. Printer entry. Emerald Vale Botanical Lab and Experimental Facility. A Spacer's Choice property. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Well, this is her entries. Mostly, the soil is sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of saltuna lingering on my tongue day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater. Ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. Imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state, fever, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Oh, isn't she, I'm trying to remember, like, I think she used, like, human corpse to make the garden grow or something, right? I am hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Space's Choice products, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery before it was abandoned. I understand the horticulturalists failed to produce a single viable crop, something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the eternal smile upon my endeavor. Wow, there's a weird banding when you use FSR. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region fail because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain it. I am sure the scientician will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. But I can conclude after months of my experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials, just as nature intended. Yeah, organic, my ass. It's human bodies. Well, it's organic. But she's not being truthful about it, I think. Or something. But you can see that it's obvious when you look at this green light and then you move the camera. So yeah. FSR has that issue apparently. Let's talk to her. See if we can still talk to her. Where is she?
Anything else I can do for you?
When we first talk, you assume I'd come to live here.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
And what's that?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the veil. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
Or I could just be passing through.
None of us are ever just passing through, dear. Not without leaving some footprints behind.
Don't you ever get tired of thinking in circles?
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
You could always continue your way of life back in town.
Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that.
Reed's making an offer in good faith. You should consider it.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
You and Reed obviously have some sort of history.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate salt tuna? That was all me.
There's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I don't think I heard this before. I'm guessing Reed has his own side of that story.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
I like how it took so long for her to turn
I'm
around.
listening.
And this might sound strange, but I don't know where I am.
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
I could do without the cliches.
No need to be touchy, dear. I was only trying to help. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
I was kidnapped by a crazy scientist and shot into space, but thanks for asking.
That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe you? Where did you say you were from?
Does the Hope ring any bells?
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Veil.
Not exactly. It's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
She likes to get high. You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
I'm not afraid of the board.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you.
Why? I haven't done anything wrong.
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering. I'm listening.
So when did we discover that she's using human bodies? Is that even this game? I'm not sure. Why are you going into people's rooms? I don't understand. What is your issue, mister? You're going into everybody's room. I'm gonna go to sleep after I... Oh, dear. Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've some coin, some spare cans of Saltuna should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got me Adrena time too. Everyone loves Adrena time, even Mirages, right? I got odds. Those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of Marauders in my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. What are Rizzos? Wet dick. Page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrena time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, you misappropriated one box of Adrena time and suddenly you're committing larceny. Is there any more? Her story seems interesting. Behind the toilet. Wait. Oh. Alright, let's go to sleep. What time is it? Okay, I better go to. Alright, so I'm trying out Restream again. I've used Restream in the past. Like when it first came out, I think when they first have the service, I tried it out. But I didn't particularly enjoy it, I think because... What was the issue I had with Restream before? I don't know, I feel like, you know, I should stick with like when I'm streaming on Twitch or YouTube, just stick with the community there instead of... And I think the problem I was having was, you know, I'm trying to connect with like other YouTube streamers, for example, and they don't have any real commitment of being on YouTube. They're just using Restream. So I had that issue in the past about that, you know, like, you know, if you don't care about being on YouTube, then why do you even bother restreaming to YouTube? But I'm trying this out now. My perspective on that is different now. Mostly technical though, because I don't care streaming one place or the other instead of both, you know, and all that. But I'm beginning to have an issue with the way videos are managed on my YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is where everything's at. You know, on Twitch you just live stream there. But you know, you get more visibility on Twitch because, you know, YouTube doesn't have a really good live streaming page. So, but I started streaming on YouTube exclusively like last couple of years ago, and then I stayed for a year just streaming only on YouTube. And I think I only got two viewers throughout that whole time. Just pretty incredible. This tells you how much you know, it's so difficult to get visibility to stream live on YouTube. but I didn't care because I just want to make sure that I save my stream. That was my goal, and it was so easy to just stream on YouTube and get saved automatically. So I love that. But then I was having issues with doing highlights. You know, if I want to make shorts, I want to make a highlight video, because I can't really download my video off YouTube. Even if you have the YouTube Premium, I think you can only download up to 720p instead of the source video. You can go to your Google account and then download your videos that way, but it will download every single one of your videos. So that's just crazy. So that's why I went back to Twitch. So that it would be easy for me to highlight videos and then download them, and that was the only reason why I went back to Twitch. Because even on Twitch, you know, even though it's potentially easier to find my channel on Twitch, I don't have a lot of viewers there also, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day for somebody like me. So it's all about the technical stuff that I want to get accomplished. But then I started noticing after going back to Twitch, and then started sending all my Twitch videos after every session back to YouTube. You know, it becomes now the way my channel has organized all my videos. I have all these live videos from Twitch, not in the tab separated as live, you know. And so if people come to my channel and they'll just want to look at my videos, my regular videos, it's just going to show my live recordings instead of the live recording should be on the live. I think YouTube should allow us to move videos that, like for example, the videos that are imported from Twitch into the live section, because it's, you know, but I can understand why you can't do that, because only if you stream it live on YouTube that you can do it. So it becomes that becomes a problem for me, because I want to make sure that videos are going to the proper segments. So I was like, maybe I need to check Restream again, because then at least I can do Twitch streaming, so I can easily get I can do highlights, and I can download, and I can edit and all that easier with Twitch. In the meantime, I'm still able to save my videos on YouTube, and it's going to be categorized as a live video. So that's why I'm not using Restream again. So just a little story about that, because I'm restreaming now, both to Twitch and to YouTube, and I think I like it. The only thing I don't like, because yeah, it solves the technical problems that I have, but the only thing I don't like is you can't use YouTube's high bit rate to stream to both Twitch and YouTube. I tried doing that, and it was just a blank screen on my Twitch channel when I used 9,000 kbps, because Twitch only allows up to 6,000 for, you know, regular people. So and I wanted my videos to actually, of course, look nicer, because everything looks nicer if I stream directly to YouTube, because YouTube is able to accept higher bit rate. So yeah, that's the only issue I have with Restream right now. But other than that, it solves the problem that I have and what I'm trying to accomplish. So I think I'm going to stick with this streaming setup from now on. Okay. I'll be back in a bit. It's 10 o'clock on a Thursday, so it's time to go check out what Steam has for sale.